this feeling, baby, we're invincible.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Notts County. As always, if you're enjoying the save, do drop a like on the video, that'd be tremendous. Now, today, we're starting on the page of Mehmed Cottage. I'm not sure. If you're Bosnian, let me know how to pronounce his name. And you might be thinking, who the hell is he? Well, I'm here to tell you. So basically, firstly, the board let me have 2 more scouts. So I tend to get scouts that have got a wide scouting knowledge outside of just the UK and Ireland, because we've already got that pretty much covered. And sometimes they bring through players when they first join. And one of them had good knowledge of Bosnia, and he gave me this guy. Now, I didn't have every kind of information about this guy, but I did have enough to go, yeah, I'm probably going to try and pick this guy up. Now, his contract was up at the end of the season, but he wouldn't negotiate with us then, so we had to put a bid in. Essentially, he's cost us £60,000, but I think that's a reasonably good deal, to be honest. He's not on massive money. He's got a decent level contract, but the thing is, we only had him like 70% scouted when he was brought through, and we couldn't afford to send scouts out to scout him any further. But the great news about that was the stuff we could see was already things I was happy with. So we could already see that his finishing and first touch were 13 and 14, that he had good heading and dribbling, and his determination and composure were fairly solid as well. Everything else was kind of up in a blur, but frankly, he's turned out all right there. Now, he is 6'7", he's not the fastest, he's another Neil Harkin type of player, but to be honest, I thought for £60,000, at the very least, we'll make money on the deal, as you can see from the fact that his value has already tripled beyond that. So I think it's a solid piece of business, bringing in a youngster like this, and it gives us a chance to get a foreign regen in like this, and you don't get these options very often. Didn't have to deal with any kind of Brexit situation stuff, so I don't know really what that's about. Or is that because we're paying him a decent amount of money? I don't know. There was nothing about that. So yeah, he has joined us, 18 years old, lovely old job. Now, slight change of plans. The live com today was going to be Fleetwood, but that was a huge chunk off camera. And full disclosure, we did get through to the next round of the FA Cup, where we drew Fulham. And I thought, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do the FA Cup 4th round tie at Craven Cottage between Fulham and Notts County, because it's my club versus my club. And yeah, so we're going to be doing that in today's live con to break things up a little bit. Fulham are a championship side, a good one, top of the league, I think, in fact. But I don't know, the way we've been playing and the quality we've got makes me think that you never know, we might be able to come up with an absolute brilliant performance. Of course, that means Matt O'Reilly won't be able to play against them today, I don't think. So Robbie Burton will probably be starting with Booty in the midfield, but still, I think there's going to be a fun one. So we got back to winning ways against a struggling-ish Portsmouth side. Baldwin gave us the lead early on. That was actually his first goal of the season, and it put in a man-of-the-match performance from the lad. So it's nice to see him actually do that. McCrory's shot was saved. It bounced to him, and he put it in the back of the net. We then won a penalty, which Tyrese Campbell dispatched. He's so good from the spot, and it's really helping him stay consistent with his goal scoring. They did get a late... not even that late. Sorry, no, they'd equalised through Bruno Andrade, and before that I was thinking of a different game. And yeah, 2-1 victory, not too bad. We then, of course, had our FA Cup tie away at Blackpool. They got a lot of bookings in this game. 8 of them, in fact. But yeah, we took the lead very early on through Orna Hegerber's penalty, but then Ricky Griffiths, on his first appearance, he also won the penalty. On his first appearance, scored on his debut. Brandon Fleming whipped the ball across, and Brandon Fleming was absolutely insane, as you can see. Ricky Griffiths took a touch past his man and thundered one into the bottom corner for a goal on his debut, but he also won the penalty, which we put away. So what a performance from Ricky Griffiths. He's actually being retrained as an attacking midfield. He's an attacking midfielder who I'm retraining to play in the centre of midfield, but I played him on the wing in this game because he can play there as well, and he returned for us, frankly. And then in the next game, he was the hero once again. A really struggling performance against Burton Albion, who were second from bottom, only to Bolton in this game. But once again, Ricky Griffiths came up trumps because we were really struggling with players on that right-hand side due to little niggling injuries. And he scored again, scored us the winner in this game as well. Back-to-back winners on his first 2 appearances for the club, and a man-of-the-match performance on this one as well. I cannot fault the lad. Really, really strong performance. He looks like he could really be something once he's retrained to play deeper, because he's got great passing, great vision, great dribbling, great first touch. A lot of things I want for a slightly deeper player. Honestly, the only reason he's doing alright on the wing is because he's got good dribbling. His actual finishing and crossing stats are poor, and I think it's a bit just fortunate that he has scored the 2 goals that he has, but can't fault it. But in addition to that, Coventry actually lost to Fleetwood on the same day as this and have dropped more points, meaning that that gap has got much bigger. Then we had a kind of struggly game against Southend. Took us a long time to break them down. I actually started Hegerber for this one just to try him out. Wasn't very good. Brought Tyrese Campbell off the bench, and he was able to give us the lead. Before Tunji Akinola, I thought this was good. Yeah, it wasn't a goal from a corner. We've still not scored one since I switched them back on, which is weird. But it was from a free kick. Booty's ball in. Akinola made it 2-0 before Taylor Richards got one back late on for Southend, but a thoroughly deserved victory for us on the night, and Campbell was man of the match. And last but not least, a very, very solid performance against Wigan. Tyrese Campbell gave us the lead from the spot early on. They did equalise through Jack Byrne, though, and I thought, oh, this could be one of those games. Thankfully, Tyrese Campbell was able to do a lovely one. I would say it's kind of a corner goal. I suppose it was. The ball was lumped in, headed away, and then Tyrese Campbell volleyed one home for 2-1 before Mehmed Cottage or got one late on. Ron Coates whipped the ball across. There was Cottage on the end of it to score on his debut, came off the bench and scored for us. It's really nice to see that. Tyrese Campbell, man of the match as well. Ron Coates pretty solid out on that right-hand side, though. We've got like 4 players there with Coates and Saunders and Baldwin and even Griffiths now. Saunders has picked up a few injuries recently, so he's been out the side, but Coates has done an okay job too. Booty, again, was phenomenal. No surprises there. But all of that leaves us 3 points clear at the top of the league now and 9 points clear of now third place Sunderland. Coventry City have shat the bed. They had their chance. They beat us 4-1, and I think they've maybe won 1 since then. They lost to Fleetwood at home. They also lost to Peterborough, I think. Or was it? I think it was a 3-3 draw against Peterborough, actually. So they've really, really struggled. Campbell up to 19 goals in the league now, which is great. Booty, he's dropped a little bit on this, but he's still got such a huge lead. I think he's going to be a shoo-in for player of the season for the 3rd year in a row, which is utterly amazing. And our goal difference is really starting to increase a little bit now as we are stretching our legs at the top of the league. 9 points clear now, and I think we'll be in the Championship next year, and Regan Booty could well do the impossible. I don't think a player's ever done what he's done and won player of the season in the league for 3 seasons in a row in 3 separate divisions. Let me know if that's the case, because he's been fantastic. And you might notice Bolton have got 4 points and 2 wins under their belt. That's right, Bolton have won 2 matches of their last 4. They're still going to finish bottom this season, but they are at least, I mean, even with the 12 points deducted, they'd still only be on 16 points right about now. But Emma Hayes is doing a damn good job, because their first win was 4-1 away at Ipswich Town, which is insane. And they've also beaten the MK Dons 4-0 in this period. So at the very least, I don't expect them to have the worst goal difference in this league. And I think Emma Hayes might well bring them back up again next year. So we'll keep an eye on that, because those are some big results. Now, there's no Regen Sunday today or yesterday because, annoyingly, I tried to get into Discord earlier and it wouldn't, nothing would load properly. They've been having a lot of issues lately and it's frustrating. So the next episode, the first one you'll see, which I think is going to be after Christmas now, will be Regen, I don't know, Friday? Thursday? I'm not entirely sure which, but don't worry, we'll be getting them in there. Hopefully Discord will load there. Stephen Walker joins on his birthday. His birthday will be better in Nottingham than Aberdeen. I don't know much about Aberdeen. My dad used to work there, and the only thing I really learned about it was that the parking fees were absolutely astronomical, even worse than Cambridge. Booty made a run behind and slotted it into the bottom corner. Beautiful stuff. Rumour has it that Okonkwo has been exploring Nottingham's rougher neighbourhoods in the early hours ever since being dropped from the first team to investigate a group called La Familia. So far, the only bit of evidence to support this was man of Okonkwo's description allegedly being thrown out of a blackened Mercedes 24 hours before the Grimsby game. That would explain his appalling performance in that match. Yeah, poor lad. Maybe he will have to just become an investigative journalist. Don't know what's going on with Corey Berkolosi. He's gone very quiet recently, so we're not sure what's going on there. So Stephen Walker is going to be joining us. We've already talked about him. Josh Wright, I think we kind of talked about him. He joins us on the 8th. And again, a relatively solid-looking-ish midfielder. So, yeah, that's not too bad. And lastly, you'll see this one. Martin Patton. Now, you might notice I don't know much about this guy, but he is literally joining us for free. And actually, we've learned a little bit more about him now, and I'm not sure I like this. It actually said 5 to 8, I think. And now it's saying 5. But, not the end of the world. There's some things I like about this guy, and he's got good physical stats, actually. So, on a free transfer, can't really say no. When's he joining us? Not till the summer. But, yeah, he's coming in from Plunkett. There's also games going on in the league. As you'll see, Fleetwood are playing Sunderland. So, a win for Fleetwood there would actually probably help us, because I'm not concerned about winning the league. I just want to get promoted, and right now, we're in a strong position if Fleetwood were to go and beat Sunderland. There are Coventry playing. They're hosting Blackpool, who have slipped off the pace a little bit, so I'd expect them to win. And Bolton are away at Doncaster. That one will be interesting as well. We're going to get a dicking in this game, I expect. But you never know. It does still surprise me, though, that we've not scored a single corner goal since I turned it back on again. Lee... Oh, actually, he might have to start here. Yeah, I'm going to start him. What about this right-hand side? Is Saunders... He's still got a knock. Ron Coates has Baldwin, Griffith. I feel like we might need that dribbling ability of Coates today. Akinola can't play either, so Charlie Oliver will come in. It's not what we would have wanted, to be honest. And Duhaney probably can play, actually. I don't really want to bring in Brindley. So, the bench, Okonkwo, Kelly Evans, Ricky Griffiths, Hegerber, Brindley, Baldwin, and my man, Mehmed Kujic. Chuic? I don't know. Someone let me know how to pronounce that one. So let's see what they've got. They've still got Cavallero and Knockhart. They've got Jean-Michel Seri in there. Zambo Anguissa's back as well. Cody Drammer at left back. Maffeo, I don't know who he is. Fabrizio is here. What? Is that Dale Fry? Yeah, it is. We actually looked at him from Middlesbrough on loan last year. Seri, this guy who I've never heard of, Olimpiu Murachan. And, of course, they've got Fuseni Diabate, who looks like he played for Leicester at one point, up top. So, no Mitrovic then, it would seem. Maybe, it's a bad day to have Lee in that position, but he has at least become accomplished and, natural in that left wing role, the further pushed up one, but unfortunately he's still not got a great weak foot. I think anything we do in this game to not embarrass ourselves would be incredibly impressive. You can see the way that Fulham, they seem to move the ball around very fast. The fact, if we were at home, I would have a bit more confidence in us, but I think we're going to struggle given that we're playing at Craven Cottage. Charlie Oliver, O'Shea, and we're missing 3 or 4 players that I would have preferred to start, so there's that as well. Oliver, a room to turn though. Burton, maybe he'll have a top performance for us today. It's Coates. Oh, that's what I want to see from Ron. Burton. Oh, I can't quite get it through. Actually, Coates has got it. Duhaney. Oh, pull it back for someone. Burton. Sabre Fabrizio, first blood in terms of shots goes to us. Nicely done, lads. We got like 150 grand for getting to this round, which is great. I don't know what the prize money is if we got through here, but honestly, it'd be more about the sheer... Oh, no. Sam, you didn't need to do that. We had him covered, and it looks like it's going to be, well, it's very likely to be 1-0 Fulham here. Just don't give them goals. Jean-Michel Seri stepping up, and it's a simple finish. Fulham lead inside the first 10 minutes. Jean-Michel Seri, nothing McGee's going to do about that. Sam Hughes has really stuffed us there. He didn't need to make the tackle. We had players around it. It's a great finish in the bottom corner. That's annoying. Booty to whip one. Hello, this is the chance for us. And Hughes and Lee. Oh, God. Lee should have put us back level there. That was his moment. Oh, dear. What a chance. Booty's ball in. Whip through. And it's coming into... Oh, Charlie Oliver scores the equaliser. Fulham 1, Notts County 1 at Craven Cottage. And we've just scored a goal from a corner. It works. Oh, but Lee should have scored before that. But a great ball in from Regan Booty. Fulham all over the place here. Terrible defending. Ricochets through. And there is Charlie Oliver with the little poked finish to score the equaliser. And we're level at the Cottage. Come on, lads. We're not getting a lot of the football so far, and I might up the passing directness in the second half to try and counter that a little bit, just because we're not going to be able to do much with it otherwise. Duhaney, have a little run here, finds Campbell, they've stood off of him, Tyrese Campbell, and a good save by Fabrizio. Wow. I'd say there's an argument to be made that we are very good value for the draw so far in this match. Booty. Lee. Oh, don't lose it. Oh, no. Lee does look like a bit of a weak link on that side, and there, Cavallero. Great save by McGee. Terrific stop there. Well, half-time. Fulham have probably still been the better side there, but, you know, I think we're going to up our passing directness. And they've just brought on Mitrovic. Oh, God, he's still there. Well, we're done. Dale Fry. That way for Maffeo. They like to get forward. And we've... Oh, no, Diabat. That's going to be a good chance for them. And he scored. Husseini Diabat puts Fulham back in front again. He looks more comfortable out on that left-hand side, and we've not really been able to get a grip on the game since equalised. We had a couple of chances, but I think Fulham have just turned the screw on us after that. It's a great crossfield ball. I think that's Duhaney that just gets caught under it slightly. Can't get himself sorted. And it's a comfortable finish in the end, unfortunately. Sobocinski. Oh, God. Win it. Oh, well played. Brandon Fleming. Oh, no, he screwed it up. He's got back, though. Reasonably well to put him off, though. Okay, changes. Lee's been terrible, unfortunately. Oh, screw it. I'm going to bring on Kiewicz there. Seri's ball. Wow, he beat Mitrovic in the air, but we've got to get out to the second ball here. And Sobocinski! Oh, what a strike from Sobocinski. It's Fulham 3, Notts County 1. Yeah, they completely deserve this. We've not got anywhere near the quality needed to maintain a performance against a team like Fulham. But we at least matched them, I think, for the first sort of 25 minutes of the match. Seri, it's a great ball in. Nobody's marking Sobocinski at the far post, but this is a thunderous effort. Look at that. McGee's just like, no. We still created some okay opportunities against a really good side. So I'm pretty pleased with the performance in the grand scheme of things. I don't know what he's doing there. Mitrovic thumps one wide. Fulham are just better than us. They've carved us open in the right places at the right times and got their goals. But we did manage to score against them. I think that bodes well if we were to get promoted next year. I don't think we'd be going anywhere beyond that straight away, though. Duhaney. I think we'd be fighting for survival next year, or at least, like, you know. But that's fine, you know. Flipped in and Burton again. Hughes. We've actually got Fulham where we want them here. Ah, poor ball through from Regan Booty. First time I've said that for a long time. And it is going to be Fulham 3, Notts County 1. Yeah, we were thoroughly outplayed on the night. Sobocinski's that thunderous effort as well. Just good individual goals, frankly. Sobocinski's effort was fantastic. Diabate did a brilliant job, and obviously the penalty. But, oh, God, when we got level, I thought there was a chance that we were actually going to go on and do something. But, hey, Charlie Oliver scoring. Very nice. Lely, not so much. Not so good there, buddy. Elsewhere, Coventry do beat Blackpool, so there's that. Bolton only lose 3-2. Sunderland win away at Fleetwood Town. That's huge. In fact, that brings... I mean, that really is a massive result, really, because it puts Fleetwood right back on the brink. You can see, really, that behind Coventry, there is nobody even close to them after that. It's basically a top 4 battle for 2 spots. And at the moment, I mean, we are currently 6 points clear of Sunderland, but could push ourselves as far as 6 points clear of Fleetwood Town, which would be really something very, very important for us at this point in the season, and leave the other 3 battling in the dust. That's kind of what we got to do. But our next game is against Charlton, who have admittedly slumped off the pace a little bit, but going to be a bit unfit considering the last match. So that is an interesting one. Still, there's no shame in going out of the FA Cup away to a side in a higher division, in all honesty. So next episode will be Fleetwood, but we'll also throw in a live com against Crew for good measure, so we get some more games done in that same period. And that's going to leave that running. And we've got Sunderland late on. That could be quite important. Any other really massive games in there as well? It doesn't appear so. We've got Bolton, lol. Peterborough, pretty solid side, as are Lincoln, in fact. So our run-in, if you exclude Doncaster, actually, to be fair, our final 5 teams are all top 10 here. So our running could be quite difficult, particularly with 3 away games to finish off the season. That well could be the difference between us winning the league or not, or going up or not, if we go on another poor run, which we're always likely to, although this season they have seemed to have been few and far between. Like when we've lost a game, we have managed to bounce back immediately, except in this little spell here. But other than that, we've only lost back-to-back league games on 1 occasion this season, and they're all away from home. Oh, we did lose at home to Cambridge. I think that's our only home defeat. Nope, that's not a lot. We've lost to Mansfield as well. Anyway, so next episode is going to be a doubleheader against Fleetwood and Crew. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, drop a like on the video. That'd be tremendous. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'll be glorious as well. But I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.